Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4.
Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be continuing? Should we try that one again? Continuing on January Maas with House of Earth and Blood. So this is the first book in the Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas. So if you guys haven't seen my videos, for the whole month of January I've been reading Sarah J. Maas books for book club. The book club is called the Wolf Pack, and I've literally listed all Sarah J. Maas books, so you can either read them along with me for the first time, reread them, just give this your views, read something else. It was all nice and light and easy. There's no force, there's no pressure. I created the book club because I wanted it to be something nice and fun in a community where we can all get together and just discuss books and share our love for books. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the month of January. Sarah J. Maas was a new reader for me. I've been seeing her books everywhere, and I started off with the Akatar series, and oh my god, I fell in love with it. Absolutely adored it. I finished the last book last night. Absolutely adore the series. She's become one of my favourite authors. I'm struggling. But yeah, so I'm going to continue it on. I'm going to start off with House of Earth and Blood. I'm going to separate, because there's two books, I'm going to separate them into their own two vlogs. That and they're pretty chunky, so I've got a feeling a lot of views are going to be given. This one is going to be spoiler free, because this is the first book in the series. The second vlog for House of Sky and Breath will be a spoiler vlog, only because I feel like it's going to be harder to give my views without really giving anything away. So yeah, but I'm gonna start by reading off the blurb here at the back. So, bound by blood, tempted by desire, unleashed by destiny, Bryce Quinlan used to light up Crescent City, partying all night in the clubs where the strict classes of angel, shifter, human and fae merge into a sea of beautiful bodies, and then a demon murdered her closest friends. 2 years later, when the supposed killer is behind bars but the crimes stop again, the city's leaders Commander Bryce to investigate. They assign an enslaved fallen angel hunt Athala to make sure she does, but as Bryce fights to uncover the truth and resists her attraction to the brooding angel who shadows at every step, she finds herself following a trail that leads deep into her own dark past. So I'm really intrigued to see where this one's going to go and to read this other series. Yeah, I really do love Sarah J. Maas's writing. Writing style is, for me, I love it. I know it can be quite very descriptive, but I kind of do like that, and I think with fantasy as well, it's better when it's descriptive because it really sort of builds the world for you. So yeah, we're going to start with this one. I won't be reading much before I go to bed. I've got my YouTube on, I've got my fluffy blanket, and yeah, I mean, tomorrow I'm going to be hosting reading sprints here on my channel, so I'll be reading this for that. Hopefully then I'll be able to get quite a bit through, and yeah, I should be, by the time this one goes up, I think I'll be doing another reading sprint on the coming Sunday, so if you guys want to join me, it will be on Sunday the 29th at 11 AM. I believe that is the date. I'll have it on the screen. Yeah, I'm going to get into reading this. I'm going to stop rambling and going on, and we're going to get to the good part. Hi guys, so I am on this chapter 4 of Crescent City, House Worth and Blood, which is page 43, and I'm enjoying it so far. Not a lot has happened. We've been introduced obviously to the characters, we've been introduced to part of the world, and I think it's slowly starting to get into the plot. It started off with one of these humans being released from jail, which is obviously quite a controversial topic, so it can be interesting to see where that sort of leads, and where that goes. And then Bryce is currently about to go out on a date with a human that she's dating, but it doesn't seem to be like she wants to be dating, so yeah, that's going to be interesting to see where that goes. But yeah, I am going to be hopping on to reading sprints now over on my YouTube, over on here. So I will update you guys after that and what I read. But yeah, that's sort of where we're at the moment. Not a lot's really happened. So yeah. Hey guys, so I'm at to chapter 10 now, page 114. And a lot has happened. So we left it that Bryce was going on a date with a human that she was dating. Well, she ended it with him and then chose to go out partying. So she's gone out partying and then she's taken a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol. She's making her way home that she shares with Danica, her friend. And when she gets home, she finds Danica and her pack. She's a wolf. All the pack, the devils, I believe it was called, all of them dead. This isn't a spoiler, this is what it says in the back, you know, that she comes home to find them dead. So she then, obviously is just distraught. She hears a noise out in the hall and she chases this demon down to find them, trying to eat the heart of like this angel. She fights him off, tries to save the angel. I don't know if she actually does or not. Calls for help. And then she goes into like an interrogation room, trying to figure out, they're trying to figure out what's happened, who it was, all of this. Obviously this person's been released from jail, so they've got him in custody. They think it's him. He would have a reason to go after them. And Danica's mum, Sabine, is just, she seems distraught, but the one thing she's asking for is the sword that we know her daughter hid earlier in the day. But yeah, we've had that, and then we've now moved on to 2 years later in the time frame which it gives. And Danica's still working with the gallery, still making deals and stuff. But we were introduced just before the end of part 1, which is the 2 years earlier bit, her cousin, and then he comes back in again. But yeah, so we see Bryce's point of view. We've also seen Isaiah's point of view, who is like one of the commanders of one of the legions, and then Hunt's point of view, who's like an assassin. Only thing is, and I've noticed it with Sarah J.'s recent writing, she doesn't give like the names of whose point of view you're reading. So when it then does change, it can be kind of confusing. I do have to try and realise and keep up with like whose point of view we're reading, where we are now, what's going on. So that's the only like thing. But yeah, we've sort of just left it. We've just had Hunt's point of view after he's completed like one of his assignments and stuff. But yeah, that's where I'm up to. I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. Sorry, ignore my spot. But yeah, it's really interesting to see, and I'm intrigued where this is going to go. I have a feeling, because we're getting Hunt's point of view, as well as Bryce, I have a feeling there's something going to go on between them. That's just that's my feelings, is that something's going to go between them. But yeah, that's where I'm up to right now. We've done the reading sprints, and I read a good bit. Where was I before? I think I was on like page 40 something, wasn't I? Alright, was that where I was? Yeah, I was on like chapter 4, page 43. No, chapter 10, page 114. So we read a good 6+ pages, which is really good. And yeah, it was really interesting to see. So like I said, I will be, by the time this one's up, I'll be doing another one on Sunday coming if you guys want to join me again. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some lunch because I haven't eaten it today. I've took my medication, and yeah, I'm gonna watch some YouTube and just read a load more, really. That's what my Sunday's gonna be. So yeah, I'll update you guys again when I'm a lot further through. So I'm further along in House of Earth and Blood now. I'm on page 200, chapter 2018. And it's getting really, really interesting. So we've had Bryce met with someone for a meeting, for a job, making a deal. And it's now the next day. And she has now been commandeered by the governor to try and solve who killed Danica and who killed the person that she met the night before. So she is obviously this link between these two murders. So she's been commandeered by the governor to find out who it is, because all their resources they can't find anything. They can't find who's summoning this demon and killing these people. And she's also, Hunt has also been told to protect her. He's her protection duty, her babysitter, pretty much. And so we're sort of coming to the beginning of this and them really interacting properly for the first time. And there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of like grumpy sort of trope. Because I wouldn't really say Bryce's sunshine. So it's very grumpy at the moment, and it's really interesting to see their dynamics and their sort of communications and that growing. And we've also seen a bit more of her cousin, and sort of bits about his character. You know, and he seems very protective over Bryce, which is interesting to see with the bits that we know. So I'm intrigued to see where that's going to go as well. But yeah, I've literally left it with her sneaking out of her house without Hunt noticing, because he's literally like perched on the rooftop building across from her apartment watching her. And so she's like snuck out to go to the market. I don't know what it was called. Market meat? I think it was called. Let me have a look. Meat market. Meat market. Get it the right way around. And he figured it out, and I've literally left it, and he's just appeared. So I'm intrigued to let them go, but I'm going to stop for tonight and get some sleep and pick it up again from tomorrow. So I still got real good, like 600 pages to go. So we're gonna try and get a good chunk tomorrow, hopefully, maybe. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and they've got some parallels to ACOTAR series. So like, you've got Shadow. So obviously, Israel is a Shadow Singer, and they've got like ones that sort of the same line, but I don't think they've obviously called them Shadow Singer. I can't remember what the name of it was. It wasn't here. But Rune, Bryce's cousin, is one of those people. I can't remember what the name was for it. So yeah, they've got that sort of parallel to it, and this sort of like they've got Autumn King in this, and then obviously you have like the Autumn Court with like their rules, and there's the parallel. They both have the flame. It's like a gift. So there's those sort of parallels from the ACOTAR series to this Crescent City series. So I'm intrigued to see if there's going to be any more parallels as well. But one thing I'm trying to get used to as well is that it's such a fantasy, and then you have bits of like realism, like they've got phones and tech, and my brain's like trying to keep up with the fact that it's fantasy and it's all these fae and demons and vampires and all this, and then you've got like tech and phones and stuff, and I'm like, I have moments of like, oh my god, like bafflement and that. So yeah, it's really intriguing and interesting to see. So I'm intrigued to see where it's gonna go, but I'm not gonna read any more tonight. I'm gonna pick it back up again yeah, I thought I'd update you guys, and that's where I am at. Hey guys, so I'm a lot further along now. I think the last update I gave you guys was last night when I was on page 200, and I'm now on page 411. So I've read a fair lot more, and I'm now over the halfway mark, which is good. So I was enjoying this before, but it has now got a lot better. There are still some things with the writing. I feel like, I don't know if it might just be me, but I feel like she's constantly changing POVs like every sentence and how things are written. But again, I say that could just be me and my type brain. But I'm really enjoying it. There have been some more murders. Obviously, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give anything away. I'm trying to keep this a spoiler-free vlog. But there's been some more murders. Bryce and Hunt are still working together to try and solve them and figure out who's doing it. And the sexual tension between them is building and building and building. And I'm just waiting for it to just reach its boiling point. I can say I've still got just under 400 pages left, so there's still a lot that could happen. And there's still so many ways this could go. I mean, I'm still trying to, because it says in the back, she finds herself following a trail that leads deeper into her own dark past. What dark past is this? We've had a little glimpse into something that's happened in her past, but we don't know the full extent of it and why it happened and like what was leading up to it and what was the results of it and things like that. So yeah, I'm intrigued, very very intrigued. But how do I find the characters? The characters are complicated, very complicated. I'm still trying to figure out my true thoughts and feelings on the characters. Yeah, I don't really know, because Bryce definitely puts on an act of I don't give a shit, party girl, that sort of vibe. But deep down she's not that person. And I think there is a lot more to her character that we haven't seen yet. I mean, we just had a thing. She has unicorns, as toy unicorns in her linen closet. Like, it doesn't match up, you know? But yeah, so I'm still trying to figure her out. Hunt's still this massive, brooding alpha male. So he's interesting, but again, I feel like there's something. I feel like he's coming out of that shell a little bit and into a bit more of a personality and stuff. So yeah, and I mean, some of the other characters we've met as well, a lot of the males do come across as this alpha male. So it does feel like a very big testosterone sort of vibe going on across the males. So it's very hard. They've not really got, to me, they haven't got any like distinguishing points between them and what separates them from each other and makes them their own character. Again, it could just be me. This is just my opinion. And Bryce is sort of really only female we really get a lot of info in detail about, and we see a lot. I mean, we have some female characters that sort of appear here and there, and I mean, Danica gets mentioned a lot, but obviously with her being dead, it's only going past as something obviously new. So yeah, I'm still trying to decide what I think of the characters, but I just wanted to update you guys. That's where I am. Those are my thoughts to like the halfway mark. So I'm probably going to read a little bit more before I go to bed, but I won't update you guys again until I've read a nice chunk tomorrow. I'm hoping I'm going to get this finished. Depending on how much more I read tonight. I doubt I'll get it finished tomorrow, but hopefully on Wednesday I might. So I've just got to chapter 61, page 560. So I've read a fair chunk since I last updated you guys last night, like I said I would. And it's getting really interesting now. A lot is happening and there's so much going on and it's going in so many different directions, and then it retreats and then it goes in another direction, then it retreats again, and then it all starts to link and then it doesn't, and it's just, there's so much going on, but it's still so enjoyable. I'm gripped. I'm literally like hooked into it now. Look, I've barely stopped reading all day. So yeah, I'm really thoroughly enjoying it now. We're also seeing more Bryce and Hunt together and more their dynamics and their characters coming across, and a lot is happening between them. Some good, some little bad bits, but they've just had like a really nice moment, and he just went all like alpha male protective for her, and she was more worried about him getting in trouble than what he did, and it was just so really sweet. And you can see them slowly breaking down their walls between each other. They've had like their moments, but it's the really deep moments that they have where you see the walls break down that little bit more. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm really hooked. So yeah, like I said, I'm page 560, and I've got that much left, and I'm gonna try and read as much of it tonight as I can. I may even stay up to finish it. I've got some Red Bull, so I might have that a little bit later, not right now, to keep me going and to get me. I might finish it tonight because I'm hooked. I'm really intrigued to know, because so much shit is coming up from the past, and I'm really intrigued to know to see if what bits are true, what bits aren't, how it actually does link, and all that. So yeah, I'm intrigued, and I really want to. And you know, as more of Hunt and Bryce's characters coming out, I really want them to get together, because they are so similar, but not so similar that it could go wrong, if that makes sense. And yeah, so I really want them to get together, so I'm intrigued to see if anything's going to happen in the last bit that we have left, or if it's going to go into the second book. But so I have no idea what the second book's about, or if the second book actually continues on. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna quit my rambling, put my light on, because even though it looks fairly bright on my phone, it's actually getting quite dark right now. So I'm gonna put the light on and just keep reading and reading and reading. Guys, what the fuck's just happened? I'm crying. I genuinely did not see that coming. Did anybody else cry when they got around this point? Look, oh my god. What the fuck? Please redeem, please say something's gonna be fixed. I can't even say it without spoiling it. Please tell me I'm not the only one that's felt this way when they got towards this part in the book. I have not even got to part 4 yet. Let me set this up so I can read on. See this. I'm still not recovered. I can't. I'm now just at part 4, right? I'm here. No. I'm too scared. I want to read on, but I'm scared. I don't know where this is gonna go or how it's gonna go. Please tell me, anyone who has read the book, did you get like I did at that part? Because you know where I am, so you should know what. Oh my god. I haven't had. Oh. I can't put into words what that has just made me feel. I'm going to come back to you when I finish the book and I know all the details. That's when I will be back. Guys, I finished House of Life and Blood and I've given it 5 stars because I've been on such an emotional roller coaster with this book. You see, I had tears. And oh my fucking god, everything that freaking happened in this one book. And there's still another one to go. Like, how? Don't get me wrong. Very, very happy with the ending. To an extent. To an extent. Oh my god. I'm still not recovered from it. I'm not recovered at all. I don't know how I'm supposed to function. Like, everyone goes on about the ending of Sky and Breath. If it's anything to go by what I've already read, I'm not prepared for it. But yeah, finished House of Life and Blood, 5 stars. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. The characters in the end fully came into themselves and into who they were. And, you know, into their personalities and that. And my heart just... Sarah J. Maas in this last week alone has broken me in so many ways. I just don't think I'm fixable right now. Don't think I'm fixable. But yeah, I can't really say much without giving it away. Because so much happens. You guys need to read Crescent City. I've not even started the second one yet, and I already can't wait for the third one to come out. But yeah, I'm at loss for words. Like I said, characters really come into themselves in the end. Really made them lovable. I would definitely say this book is mainly character driven. The plot, there's the plot to it, but I think the characters really drive it home in the end. So, to me personally, but yeah, honestly, highly recommend reading. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Still at loss. If I can think of anything more to say, I'll add it in here now. Future me can put in a clip. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to keep smiling, be kind, keep reading. Bye guys.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.